Who else have noticed the relationship between sexual energy and creative energy, your sexual energy and your creative energy? Anybody noticed this similarity, right? When your creative energy is at work, when you're very, very busy, you tend to have less interest in sexual activities. Why? Why is that? Can we have this conversation? Why is that? It's not because you're using because it's not because it's the same energy. Your creative energy and your sexual energy is the same energy. And you tend to be more sexually active when you're not creative. I don't know if anybody have actually paid attention to this. Like, have anybody? I'm I'm not saying this is something I've observed for a very long time, for years, like since way back in my university days, that I noticed this. I'm talking about over over I'm talking about over like how many years ago did I discover this? I know it's over 12 years or over 12 years I discovered this thing I'm trying to share now. The sexual energy and creative energy is one and the same. You can't use the like you practically can if you're doing more of creativity, like physical creativity, like maybe you're so busy at work and all that, you're going to tend to have less interest in sexual activities. Someone else must have noticed this. It can't be me. Okay, let me say this. Eh? See, I'm not trying to mock anybody right now. But have you noticed that those people we refer to as poor people? Eh? Have you noticed that they tend to have more children? Like it's like their wives used to have children every 9 months. Please, I'm not trying to no, I'm just trying to create a practical example. It's like their wives tend to have children every nine months because they're not doing anything. So that creative energy is being channeled is being channeled to what? To sexual energy. They're like that's what they do mostly, right? Because it needs an outlet. So it's either you're actually being creative with something or you're using the energy to it's crazy, but it's real. I know what I'm talking about. Why why is it that the so-called busy big boys, rich men tend to have less children? Is it because that energy is being channeled to something else other than coitus, right? Let me know what you all think about this because I'm not crazy. I know what I'm talking about. It's one and the same energy. It's a question of what are you doing with it at every point in time? What is the way are you channeling it to? You know, like it seems that most times when people stay away from sex, maybe that's the time they focus more on their business, they make more money because right that time that energy is being channeled to their business, that creative energy is being channeled